AD, good morning. Good to see you
Morning,
again. There's been so much talk about your health and what you did during your off season to make sure that you stay healthy this year. Can you go through what you went through during your off season to make you feel even more comfortable about being healthy the entire year?
I did honestly the same exact thing as last season. I had two injuries that you can't really control. I mean, God fell into my knee, landed on the foot. And the good thing for me is that the doctors, after they looked at it, said it could have been like 10 times worse, if I haven't done what I've done in the summer. So reassuring right there. But for the most part, I continue to do the same thing. Had a little bit more time, 2 extra months, because we didn't make the playoffs to really let my body rest and heal and then get after it. So normal summer for me.
Hey, D, sorry to make you wait earlier. I think it's not really a secret that Russ at the end of last season, was disappointed with how a lot of things went in the first year in LA. And then trade rumors were what they were over the summer. When you guys got together recently, either in off-season workouts or just this weekend in San Diego, how much repair do you guys feel like you needed to do, especially with the relationship with Russ, or was there any need to build more trust again after the disappointment last season?
I think it was just good to get on the floor again with all of us. Our time on the floor together was very limited because of injuries from myself and Bron. But I think that was really it. We just didn't have enough reps, enough time together. But I think coming to the season, we were able to all be healthy, and we all, hopefully, God forbid, no one gets injured, that we all stay healthy and able to get after it every day in practice, compete, and in hopes to, win a championship. So, our job as a three-headed monsters on this team is to come in and compete every day and kind of lead the charge for these newer guys here. But I think for us, it's just getting that chemistry, building that chemistry, and making sure that we're able to all stay healthy.
Hey, D. How would you put into words your frustration level last season, both personally and as a team? And considering all of that, what do you feel like you have to prove this season? Like, are you putting a lot of pressure on yourself heading into this season, or just sort of what's your mindset?
I think the frustration just came from not being able to play. And then when we did play, just not having enough reps with each other to win basketball games. I think that's really it. I mean, anytime you have a losing season, there's frustration because you want to win, especially knowing, what we can do. And then also frustrated because we didn't know how good we can be because, we didn't have many reps with each other. And us, meaning me, Bron, and Russ. But for me, I'm not putting any pressure on myself at all. I'm going to go out there and play basketball, work hard, defend, and do what the team needs to win basketball games. I'm not going to overthink and, listen to what everybody else is saying and try to be this whatever player they want me to be to this Greek god. And I say Greek, not Giannis, but like this god, like for this team, and I'm not going to put that pressure on myself. I'm going to go out there and compete at the highest level and do what I do and what I know how to do best, and that's play to a high level to help this team win.
What's up, AD?
What's up,
Just
Mike?
wondering what your conversations with Darvin have been like about the system he's planning on using, how you might fit into that on both ends of the floor, and kind of what excites you and where you think that can help grow your game and your impact on the team as well.
Yeah, we had some great conversations. A lot about, honestly, defensively. That's where he leans his hat on. That's where he wants us to be is being, one of the best teams defensively in this league. And that goes for everybody on this roster. And so I think that's mainly what our conversations has been about. Me being a defensive-minded guy, he's asking me questions because I'm used to doing a thing a certain way. Or he asked me, what do you think about this? How did you guys do this? What are you comfortable with? So that's kind of been the basis of our conversations, and it's been great. it's been great. I mean, for a guy who played the game, who understands the game, and to come in and he kind of knows. When you play in this league, you kind of know the ins and outs of a lot of guys who haven't. So he's been good for all of us, but especially for me, just talking to him and just trying to help him help me on the defensive end.
AD, over here. You guys got younger and more athletic in the front court with Thomas and Damian and JTA. How do you envision you four kind of fitting together at the 4-5 and just what those guys can do to make your life easier on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, they play extremely hard. And that's all we can ask for them, doing the dirty work. But we'll see how it fits in training camp. Like I said, we had a little thing in San Diego. We didn't really do too much, but I think, coming into camp, we'll test a lot of lineups, a lot of situations where guys are alongside other players, and we see what happens. But I'm looking forward to these young guys and seeing what they bring to our team. Got shooting, got grit, and guys who just love being here, love being around the game, love learning. And so it's totally different from last year. Obviously we had a lot of vets, and this year we got guys that we have to kind of speed up and help them out in a sense. So I'm excited. I'm excited for these young guys to kind of, learn, and also they're going to bring the energy out of us, because they like this. Last year we were like, a little slower. So these guys are going to be running, and it's going to, push me, Brian, Russ, Pat, to play at their speed, play at their level, and I think it's going to help us at the end of the day.
AD, Dan Wecke with the LA Times. At exit interviews this year, I asked Russ kind of about, you guys said that we need Russ to be Russ a lot last year, and he said, well, obviously that wasn't true. Did that need to get ironed out that in this summer as you guys are moving forwards together as a group? And I guess what can you guys do beyond just let's all be healthy and be on the court to kind of try to figure out the right sort of formula for you three?
For just me and Russ, or for all three of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the comment. It's true. We were telling Russ, be yourself. Like, we need you to be yourself. I tell him that before every game. Like, be yourself. Because I didn't want him thinking too much like, I got to get a ball to Bron AD, and now he's being passive and not being aggressive, who he has been in this league to be Russell Westbrook. And I think the more he does that, we can adjust, but when you're, not being aggressive. And I had problems with that last year as well, like coming in and trying to be, okay, let's get them involved instead of, all right, let them, but it's the type of players that all three of us are. We're selfless. We're here. And so it get lost in, okay, we need one of you guys to be aggressive. So, but I think it just takes time. We're able to sit down and talk this off season just about like, okay, what worked, what didn't work, and hopefully we can, all the things that didn't work, kind of figure it out. Obviously, new system, new coach. That always, changes things as well. So I'm interested to see, what happens. But I think, all of us have a chip on our shoulder, and I think it's going to be a great year for us. But we can't. It's not just going to be given to us. We got to go take it, and we got to, starts tomorrow, just coming in and just working each and every day.